Welcome to today's OG lesson. I'm live in Salida, Colorado. So I know yesterday you had a special guest visitor at the end of our video. Miracle will not be joining us today. He's home in Conifer with his dad. So sorry, no guest visitor. I watched the video after I taped it and I had to giggle because pretty much describes Miracle and how he wants to do what he wants to do, and when he wants cuddles is on his term. Anyways, today in OG, we'll be learning about the letter IE, as in IE, pie, I. We'll also be reviewing what we talked about yesterday, which is IGH, IGH, high I. We'll also be doing Y, cry, I. And finally, looking at IE, pine, I. So we'll be learning about, or reviewing, and learning about 4 different ways to make the long vowel I in words. When we say them, when we read them, when we hear them, we'll hear the long vowel I. So I'm going to go ahead and move the camera onto our screen. I hope you enjoy this lesson, and I really do miss all of you and can't wait to see you soon. Here we go. All right. Here is our little trick for IE. Let me put that right next to us. It says IE, long vowel I. Remember our song from last week? When 2 vowels go a walkin', the first one does the talkin'. Also, we have I is the team leader. It is the letter we hear, we say, and we read. So I want you to take a moment. I'm going to grab my, no I'm not, I'm good. I want you to take a moment to read the sentence with me. It says, the line pie is high in the sky. That simple sentence has 4 different ways to say the long vowel I. So we're going to go ahead and try to find them together. The first way is the word line. Magic E makes the I say its name. So I'm going to write line down here because this is the long E, or the long I when there's an E at the end. We also have the word pie. Pie has IE, so I'm going to write that word right there. We also have our IGH word. Those 3 letters say I. We have the word I. And finally, we have the word sky. So in that simple sentence, the line pie is high in the sky, we found 4 different ways to make the long I word. Let's read those words together. We'll tap them and then read them. L, I, lime. P, I, pie, I. H, I, high. Sky, sk, I, sky. We're going to brainstorm some more words to show that for you today. So instead of writing just the IE words, I think it's really important that we come up with some other words to spell these. So let's begin with the word. I'm going to give you a clue. Let's begin with the word. It begins with a P. And where we live in Conifer, if you look out of your window, you'll see a lot of these types of trees. They have needles on them. I bet you guessed my word. The word is P, I, pine. Again, super E, magic E makes the I say its name. Let's move next door to the IE. When you dress up, if you're a boy or if you're a man, you might wear something around your neck. It is called a I, tie. Or you might be learning how to tie your shoes, or you might already know. If you don't, while you're at home, this would be a perfect time to learn that before 2nd grade. The next word or pattern is the IGH. I'm thinking of this. When it is nighttime and I need to see, I always turn on a L, I, T, light. And the last combination that says I, spelling pattern, is when you're upset or a baby is upset, they might K, R, I, cry. So we came up with 4 different spelling words that say the long I. We're going to do one more example of each. The next example I want to do is this one. In last math unit, Unit 7, we learned to tell something to the hour and the half hour. We learned to tell I, We learned to tell time. The next word is, it has two meanings. When you get tired, you might go on the couch and you might blank down. You might I, down, or lie could also mean when you tell a fib. So, think about that word. The next one I want to do is a two-syllable word. It also has the word light in it. It's the word when you're famous, you're in the limelight. It might even be when you do a play for school or a play for a local theater and you're on stage. That's when you're in the limelight. So it's a two-syllable word. I'm going to draw my two lines, and I'm going to tap out the first part. Lime. I, has my magic E, so that word could also go up here. And the next word is light. Light. Again, light. And the last word I want to do is when you have a question or you wonder something, you might ask what, digraph what, I. You might ask why. Let's go ahead and tap out those words and then read them together. Pine, time, tie, lie. Now we have our IGH words. Light. This one's two syllables. We'll do lime first. Lime. Lime. Light. Light. Put it together, you get the word lime. Light. Lime, light. We also have two Y words that say I. These are one-syllable words, and Y is at the end of the word. We have the word I, cry. We have the word I, why. And remember last week we learned when words have two syllables, like baby, it says the long E. Or like the word mommy, it says the long E, but when it's one syllable, it says I, long I. So remember, IGH says I says I magic E says I, and Y says I when it's at the end of a one-syllable word. Moving on to our sentence for today. Or no, I'm sorry, before we do our sentence, let's do our 4 spelling words for today. These words that we're practicing today have the IE spelling pattern. So we're going to begin with the word lie. So please do not tell a fib because that is a lie, or I am so tired I'm going to go lie down and take a nap. I drew the number of sounds each word has, even though they have more letters. So for example, lie would be, you should be writing these with me, either on a whiteboard or with a pencil and a piece of paper. Lie, we would go, our pounder's ready, lie, I, lie, and then you write it, I, lie. We'll rewrite it neatly a second time, lie. Okay, the next spelling word this week is something yummy. I like cherry. I would love to have a warm cherry pie with ice cream on top. The word is pie. P-I, pie. 2 sounds, 3 letters. The word is pie. Remember, these are vowel teams. So the first letter, well, when the vowels go a-walking, the first one does a talking, or the other way to remind it is the I is a team leader, and it's the sound that we hear. The next word I want you to do has 2 syllables. So we'll go like that. This will be the syllable division. The word is something that, like we just said earlier, someone wears around their neck, a man or a boy. And we earlier had said not tie, but now I want you to do necktie. It has the digraph k. So neck, we'll do first. K. We'll write k is one. It's a digraph. It has one sound. Next part is the word tie. 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 And we'll rewrite the word neck. Tie. We have 3 of our 4 spelling words done. The next one I want you to do is the word, again, it's a 2-syllable word. There would be our syllable line. The word is, when my laces on my shoes are not tied, they become, or they are untied. But we don't want to do with the D, we just want to do untied. So I might untie my sneaker before I take them off. Let's do 2 letters, remember, 2 sounds, and tie, tie, untie. Okay, so we have the word, I need to rewrite it, don't I? Untie. So let's go ahead and tap out our words and then read them together. I, lie. I, pie. I, necktie, and I, untie. Very good. Read them one more time. Lie, pie, necktie, untie. We are going to go ahead and do our sentence today. Our sentence has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 words. So let's draw 10 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to go ahead and put our box at the end for our ending mark, and we're also going to put our mountain at the beginning to remind us that we need a capital letter. The sentence we're going to write today is, if you lie, you might cry all the time. So again, the sentence is, if you lie, you might cry all the time. And I was able to think of the 4 different spelling patterns for the long I in that sentence. So let's give it a try. You guys ready? The word try has a Y and an I. Sounds like an I. So if, let's just do our first letter. If you lie, you might cry all of the time. So one more time. If you lie, you might cry all of the time. And the reason why I write that first letter is it helps me to remember what my sentence was. And I suggested this to a couple students who are having a hard time when they come up with their sentence and then can't remember what they wanted to write. If you rehearse it several times before and write the first letter, it really helps you to be a more successful writer. So here we go. The first word is if. We can actually just tap that red word out. The word is if. I hear an F. If you. You, it does not play fair, but we've had this before. Y-O-U spells you. If you lie. That's this word right here. If you I, so we got our first spelling pattern. You again, Y-O-U. If you lie, you might. This has our I-G-H spelling pattern. I-T, might. M-I-G-H-T. If you lie, you might cry. 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 That has our Y at the end. You might cry all. I think of the chant, A-L-L, ball all. I know that's how I spell all. You might cry all of. Sounds like a V, but it's not a V. It's a trick word that doesn't play fair. It's an F. If you lie, you might cry all of the. We know that word by heart, T-H-E. And then time, T-I-M. Has my super E at the end, which makes my I say its name. So believe it or not, we have 4 spelling patterns in that word that say I. We have the I-E, we have the I-G-H, we have the Y, and we have the super or magic E. So we have I, says I. We have it, says I. We have cry, says I. And we have time, says I. 4 different ways to say it. We're going to rewrite that sentence real neatly. Before we do that, we must do our cups. We have a capital. My sentence does make sense. I have, oh no, look at what I forgot. Ooh, that's why the cups help so much. We have our punctuation, and our spelling is correct. Next part of the lesson is to rewrite that sentence as best as you can. Neatly, finger spaces. So, first word is if. You lie. You might cry all of the time. And I'm going to remember that period right now. If I did my cups again, I know I have everything I need. I also know my handwriting is neat. My finger spaces are correct. I have my capital letter. I have my ending mark. I'm feeling pretty good about my sentence. Let's read that one more time together. If you lie, you might cry all of the time. Very nice. All right, before I leave you today, let's just read our trick words. O-N-E spells one. R-E-A-L-Y spells really. H-A-V-E spells have. T-H-R-O-U-G-H spells through. 2-syllable word, S-O-M-E spells some. And T-I-M-E-S spells times. Put it together and you have the word sometimes. I'm going to move the camera back up. And I just really wanted to, I'm crooked. I just really wanted to thank you so much for joining me in OG today and all of the participation you've been doing with online learning. I can tell when I hear you read to me how much you're improving and how your confidence is soaring. Thank you so much for all your hard work, and I wish our guest speaker was here. Maybe today he'd be more cooperative, but we'll try again next time. Have a fabulous day. Love you all and miss you, and we'll talk real soon. Bye-bye.